friends, it's Nancy. The destashing has continued. So as I mentioned in my last video, I was going to destash my Flower Fairy stuff. I actually made up 5 packs. So it contains book pages, it contains fussy cuts, there's even some fabric in there, a couple, so I think 4 have 2 pieces of fabric and 1 has 1 piece, but I added extra goodies to sort of make up for that. Some calendar pages, and I'm going to add some of this trim as well. I'm not sure how much I got here, but yeah, so there's a piece. I don't know. I'll add some of this trim to each one. I tried my very, very hardest to keep the package less than 200 grams in order to keep shipping as affordable as possible. No, they're over 200 grams. So, yeah, that'll be reflected in the shipping costs. Not so bad if you're Canadian, but everywhere else it's going to be paying up. There are different things in each one. Like this one has vellum. That has the Flower Fairies on it. I guess I only used 1. Or there's one that has this one. This one has, these aren't actual Flower Fairies, but they're cards that have flowers and fairies. One has, oh, not that one. Oh, this one. One has like some chipboard tags in it somewhere. There it is. Some chipboard tags with Flower Fairies. So this is, if you're seeing this video, these have been listed on my Etsy. Go take a look. Hours and hours and hours of fussy cutting went into these. So it is October 19th. I am getting better. My COVID is leaving the building, hopefully. But I feel like it's too early to start, at least for me, it's too early to start Christmas, and I don't want to start a new project. So I'm just going to go through some old stuff and make some decisions. So it's going to be a Tuesday, time to take out the trash, rest of the month maybe. So I started making this journal. This is a book that Val gave me. I kept the text block, and it was sort of a pink color, and then I covered it with this antique lace. It was a scarf, like yeah. Glued it down with Mod Podge. Started doing this collage with this vintage photo, and it had sort of like a soft pinky background to it, and I got out, you know, I love this. I got out my antique lace, and no good. It's no good. The boards are warped. I'm not happy. Some of you may be thinking, Nancy, that's not so bad. I've seen worse. I'm going to see if I can pop this off and save this. What can we use as a tool? I don't mind so much the lace tears because, you know, it's old lace. We expect it to tear. Okay. That's garbage, much to my dismay. I'm just going to glue this back down. Yeah, that's a loss. We will cut that off. Okay. But this topper can be used on another journal. It's got a crack in it now, so it looks even more vintage, right? Correct. Okay, so I'm going to just put that in my box of completed things, because it's a topper now. Ugh. This text block, I'm going to put away for a bit. Some really nice drawing. Sorry, I'm still stumbling with air. Some nice drawings, some nice watercolors. Isn't that sweet? I want to use this for something. Maybe I'll cut this off. And make a pocket. It's very cute. Very cute. Oh, why am I taking it out? I'll just take it out. Just leave it, Nancy. Just leave it. Okay. Then I have to make some decisions. Hang on, let me clear some space here. So I've pulled out my basket of things that get thrown in there. So I have a bunch of envelopes. They're vintage, but they've been sealed shut. So I want to use those up. Oh my gosh, I've got more than I thought. I don't know if I can use them all up. What's this? Oh, I think this is that autograph album that I had. Okay. I've got some tags. Oh, I wanted to show you this. A couple weeks ago in the 50 Stack Challenge, there was a prompt for corrugated paper. I didn't have any corrugated paper. And then I got this sleeve with my Tim Hortons. Look at that. All kinds of corrugated paper I could have used. Anyway, I saved that so I could show you. You know, I have more envelopes. I guess I got to come up with some envelope projects. I have more tags. Another hotel room key. Tags, tags, tags. This is an extra button from a, I don't know, sweater I got or something. Take that out and put it there. What do you think of this? So I can remove all of these. Somebody's looking at this right now and thinking, Nancy, that's awesome. Give it to me. Anyway, you're supposed to store stuff in it. Honestly, I just bought it so I could have the stamps that were in it. Oh, here's the little booklets that were in there. These little booklets are cool, though. I don't know that I'm ready to get rid of those. I think I'll keep those. And this can go, right? Gone. What else have I got? Oh, these are some tags that I pre-made. This is some more paper. Got some scrappy scraps here. Some book pages. More scrappy scraps. This is some tea-dyed pages from a book about birds. Oh, I got a place for you. I got these at a scrapbook show, and I can't figure out how to use them, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna add them to my fussy cut stuff and see if I can use them up that way. We'll see. We will see. So, let's make something. What's this? Oh, that's a frame. I probably thought I was going to do something really neat with this. Let's save. Oh my gosh, let's save all of it. This I'm not saving. That can go. Okay. So we have paper, paper, paper. I'm going to get one of those envelopes and see if I can't make something wonderful with it. Like that almost fits, but not quite. Not quite. This is an end page from a book, like a flyleaf. Okay, so I can make a pocket out of this. I think I will. What if I collage first, cut later? Does that sound crazy? Ooh. That almost fits, doesn't it? I'm just looking to see if I have anything else that will pretty much work in the same fashion. Okay. The secret of a good complexion. Okay. Maybe one of those fussy cut pages would be helpful at this point. So we're going to want something sort of in the yellowish tones. These are pretty purple. Okay, I'm just going to cut the top off. Let's do it. Just cut the top off, Nancy. Knife. So it is, what is today? I told you it's the 19th, but it's actually 18th while I tape this, record this, I guess. Doug tested positive this morning. He's not super symptomatic, but he has some pre-existing conditions that can be bothersome. I'm really flying by the seat of my pants here because I don't know. This came from a magazine maybe, or a book, I don't know. I'm gonna frame this here. More or less. I find this kind of, it's a little crude, because of it's shiny, and it doesn't have any sense that it's vintage. So I'm wondering about covering it with a napkin. So I'm just kind of looking down here in napkin land to see what I can see. I want something fairly pale. But big enough to cover. The idea being that, see, this is harmonizing a bit, right? Of course. One layer gone. Two layers gone. Okay, and I had a scrap paper. Didn't I have scrap paper? I'm telling you, my brain is so full of snot. I just can't think. That's what the problem is. Oh, here it is. I put it right here and there. I put it right here and there. Oh boy, it's getting better and better. I know this is weird. I'm going a little akimbo here because I want the lightest part of the napkin to be in the center, and then as it goes out to become become a little more shadowy. Let's see if we can accomplish that. Now, I don't typically use Mod Podge when I'm doing decoupage. I just use glue stick. I don't really like the finish of Mod Podge, and you know, there's a lot of setup time, and then I have to clean up brush, and really I'm so very lazy. Just gonna wrap this around. This will be something that's glued down. Okay. Okay. Don't you tear, you. I'm just making sure it's completely pressed down into the glue. Now, what do we want to add? I guess it would make sense to add like a really peachy sort of rose maybe, or what about a lace cluster? Like that might be just what's needed. I'm feeling lace. Let me go see what I got. All right, do you have a box like this? So I have, it's just a lid of a box, and I've just kind of piled in little bits and pieces of lace that that don't really have a home anywhere else. So I will, you know, grab a piece that looks like this, and then pile on another piece that sort of looks like that, and follow it up with a something a little more substantial. That's pretty. Trying to decide which way is up. Okay, so I'm going to I got a thread here. I'm just going to put a knot in it. And then so I'm going to just sort of tack this together. I like that this thread is hanging, but that's too long. That's good. Now, so I've used an like an ivory colored light or thread here, and I'm just going to put in a few teeny tiny hidden stitches. No one's going to see that. And of course I have to be careful not to pull it too tight. Just sort of tacking it into place, and then paying just a little bit more attention to the top layers so that they are firmly couched. So probably a lot of you at this stage of the game have had the vid. It hasn't been awful. The weekend was the worst. I'm doing fairly good. A little dizzy, a little tired, a little sensitive to sound. I don't know. Maybe I just got some fluid buildup in my ears or something. Yeah, it'll be fun just to make a few things and use up some of the stuff that I decided was way too precious to throw out, and yet, you know, remain in the meatball box or a folder of some kind, or like the poor flower fairies. When I started collecting flower fairies, I was super keen to make a flower fairy journal, but it's not the same feeling now. Yeah, I Okay. Where did I put it? Let me sew a button on here. I'm going to use one of these shell buttons, I think. I want something a little duller. Oh, it's pretty dull. That's shell. I was going to say maybe it's bone, but it's not. It's shell. Just to make this go a little faster, I'm going to shorten my thread by doubling it. See how I've got it doubled now? So I'm just going to take a couple short stitches on the back to secure that. I hope that makes sense. And then where do we best want to use this? Right there? I could have used embroidery floss and you know, just done a couple of stitches and tied it at the front, but this is kind of a neater presentation. And again, I'm going to knot this off. Maybe a little twist of some seam binding. Might not be a bad idea. I see something right down at the bottom, and I think would be an ideal color. Look at that. Look at that, would you? Yep. So I just tied a little bow. Now I'm going to stitch it down. I'm going to put my needle under that ribbon so that it doesn't show in the front. So the needle's coming up, and then I'm just sliding it under that ribbon. See? And pushing it down. I'm starving. Doug made this pot of soup the other night, and it's one that's a favorite of ours. It's bean and bacon, and I have a tried, true, trusted recipe for it. And do you think he would follow the recipe? Oh my, I was livid, absolutely livid that he didn't follow the recipe, because it's not the same. Okay, I'm just gonna knot this off. But with it, you know, soup, every day it gets a little tastier, doesn't it? So I think this is day 3. So I think I'm gonna go heat myself up a little bit of that. Okay, you're looking awful pretty. So I'm gonna trim these little leggies off. So I fold it in half and cut it at a 45-degree angle. And try that again, but on the other side of where that bend is, so that it's not all bent up like that. There, that's better. I'm gonna have to get my art glitter glue in here just to sort of touch the edges of the ribbon so that it doesn't unravel. Gosh, I like that. You know what? It feels like it needs more, like something to drag it across just a little bit more. Maybe a little netting. Okay, I'm going to glue you down. I don't think we need that hair, but I'm only guessing. We'll pop this little piece on as well. Get another layer. Okay, I think that makes it just a little more substantial, don't you think? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to glue that down with a little bit of Fabri-Tac. I'm going to be careful to put it on like the heavily embroidered parts rather than the net parts, because I don't want the glue to show. And if I can avoid like this very delicate fabric at all, even better. Okay. I think a little ink is in order. I think I'm gonna add a little put it upside down, and that way it will fade into the background even more. I never thought of doing upside down napkins, have you? Well, now that's got my brain thinking. Shifting, you know, the snot away so I can think. because that would have been even paler. Finish. Speaking of finish, let's finish this, Nancy. Okay, so there's a lovely pocket. Yeah, I do enjoy that. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you thought this particular project was a little interesting. If you've got some wrecked envelopes yourself, maybe grab some stuff that you've been hoarding and slap on a little bit of napkin, see what happens. All right, you take care. We'll talk again soon.